Hi guys, this is Fadden again. In this video, I would like to show you how the UCD server and UCD agents are running on the Openshift cluster. So if you can see here, I have the IBM-UCD-prod-0, and this is basically my UrbanCode deploy server running on Openshift. And of course, you'll see the agents 0 and 1. So I have basically two agents dedicated for the DevOps namespace or the DevOps project. If I go to the another web backend project, now this is basically my namespace or project where I deploy all my web backends, containers or pods. You will see that I have IBM UCD agent 1 and IBM UCD agent 0. So those two agents are dedicated for the web backend project, and they don't have permissions to go and deploy to any other projects or to any other namespaces. In my opinion, as a best practice, it's always recommended to have a dedicated agents for every namespace or for every project you have on your cluster. And then you give these agents pods the right permissions to execute and deploy your pods or applications to that specific namespace or to this specific namespace. So let's say, for example, I have now two agents here in web backend, and let's say that we want to increase the number of agents. So if I go to the UCD portal over here, you will see that I have, actually let me filter this to only the online ones. You will see that I have two agents for the web backend namespace or project and two agents for the DevOps namespace project. Let's say, for example, that I want to increase the number of these agents from 2 to 4 or maybe even 5. Okay, based on the requirements and based on the concurrency of the automation deployments that I'm having in my environment or in my company. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to edit my replica set in the stateful set YAML file, but in my case I'm actually going to do that in my custom resource. So I'm going to do OC edit UCDA and then IBM UCD agent. So this is basically my custom resource, which is somehow similar to my values Helm chart YAML file for the UCD server and UCD agent. So I'm going to be changing the replica from 2, let's say, to 5 in this case. Actually, you know what? I don't want to kill my server, so I'm just going to make it 4. And then I'll be hitting the save button. So automatically my UCD operator is going to be detecting this change, and then it's going to be creating the new agent pod. So now you can see that IBM UCD agent -2 and also the 3 has been created. Now it's actually in the running status. So if I go to the IBM UrbanCode deploys page and I go to the agent section and refresh the page over here, I'll see that I have two new agents, and then I can give them basically the name, let's say IBM UCD agent web backend, okay, namespace, and then I'll make this one, let's say, for example, 3. I'll be removing this description error, okay, and then I'll be giving this guy also a tag that this is actually running in the web backend namespace over here. And one more thing regarding the UCD server running as a pod on Openshift cluster. If we go to the Openshift console one more time and then we go to the stateful set section, we will see that there's something called DFE, IBM UCD prod-DFE, which basically stands for distributed frontend. We can use the DFE pods to to serve the front end of our UrbanCode deploy console, as well as receive all the front end requests to UrbanCode deploy. And then we let and dedicate the IBM UCD prod server to execute all of this continuous deployment pipelines and communicate with the agents, so that in this way you will be reducing the heavy lifting on the UCD server by actually allowing the DFE to take all of the HTTP requests and as well as serving the front end of the UrbanCode deploy console. So I hope this is very helpful for you guys if you're planning to run UrbanCode deploy as a pods on your Openshift cluster or even Kubernetes clusters in general. Thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and I wish you a very good day.